I still haven't decided where to head to, but I had to get to Carlisle anyway, so it was logical to stop there for a while. Life was getting back to normal after all the holidays, and I was able to find couchsurfing host for a few days. I was also lucky with the weather the first day, so after arriving early in the morning and leaving Roberto in the company of three dogs, I made the most of the opportunity to walk around. And Carlisle Castle was closed, of course. Actually, I don't know why, of course, as it was just 6th of January, but whatever. I was seriously impressed though by the underpass, which I stumbled upon quite by accident as usual. You can see for yourself why. It's kind of museum on the street, or rather under the street. The passersby, seeing that I was taking pictures, looked around in surprise and seemed to just notice where they are for the first time. Like those two boys, for example. And so I found myself in front of a museum and even walked through it. As you notice, it says tickets, which translates as run away, it's not for you here. But at least they let me take a picture of the hanging from the ceiling cyclist. Apparently, it's free to visit the hallway. Now, short walk to the center, heading towards the home of my host for the night. And the Cathedral of Carlisle. And here is another soul traveler again, the lady with the orange jacket, with a professional video and photographer on her heels. Seems like quite a practice those days. I just don't get that. Anyway, let's see the cathedral. I asked for a brochure from the cathedral to be able to tell you more about it, but was told they didn't have any free ones and the cheapest one was £5. Well, I thought Christ had driven the merchants out of the temple, but what do I know about religion? Well, at the time I'm working on the video, being on the road, I don't have access to internet, but I believe anyone can find more information on their own if they want to. The cathedral is definitely impressive. There is a lot to be seen and learned about history here, and the architecture, it just always leaves me speechless. Actually, every time I enter an old church or cathedral, Kent Follett's book, The Pillars of the Earth, comes to my mind. I imagine all the years and hundreds of people's hard work spent for building such a thing by hand. That's amazing. And the book is very good trilogy, by the way, if you like to read. I read it in English out of sheer stubbornness, which was a challenge but definitely worth it. Oh, and I know some of my friends are having nightmares only from hearing the words book and read. But people have made movie for you too, don't worry. Still, you can't beat the book. Walking around, I noticed a branch of the bank I used to have an account at, so I popped in to check, just out of curiosity. Well, I waited quite a bit, but finally it turned out that after 13 years I still have an account, and even have 18p in it. I am rich now. The rain here took us by surprise, and actually it was hailing and quite a heavy one at that, but I missed out on filming the sublime moment. It was my last day in Carlisle, and Carol, who I'll tell you about in a moment, took me to her favorite coffee to treat ourselves with a hot chocolate and a slice of cake. And I walked through this park by accident, the first time. Afterwards, quite on purpose, because some of those trees needed quite a walk and run. One of the following days, Carol and I took a little trip to Lake District. We hopped on the bus in the dark on the morning, hoping the weather would clear and the sun will come out later. Well, it did not. Carol didn't care at all though. She apparently has a special water resistance. And not only water. Here she is, posing next to the statue of a famous local dog. A similar story to that Greyfriars Bobby, though not as impressive. It rained all day, and the clouds were right above our heads. And so we didn't see much of that lake district hidden in fog and rain. But we did get a long wet walk of about 16 kilometers.
No, I use it in wet places, but not on water. I wouldn't worry, I'd leave it on the chair all day in the rain. Don't do like that,
So, let me tell you about Carol now. This amazing woman had ditched the comfortable electric wheelchair and sat in this ordinary one out of sheer stubbornness. Do you remember the famous phrase that our comfort zone is what is killing us? Well, Carol took it to another level. At some point, she got tired being a victim. She switched the wheelchairs, changed her habits, and began to struggle. How much effort it costs her, and how many years of struggle, only she knows. but the road she has traveled is tremendous. Start.
And then to turn around. So yeah, it's quite a signal of strength to completely fallen.
Not only that, but she even walked the Camino once and another similar road a second time. As I prepare the video, she already has a ticket to start her next Camino in about a month and trains every single day with kilometers and kilometers, including wild camping in March in North England. A huge wow! Respect, Carol. You are an incredible inspiration and example of fight and will.
Hello, how are you today?
By the way, Carol has her own channel up there in the corner, so you can support her in this fight.
No problem.
I really wanted to give up at some point. This weather is definitely not my cup of tea. I don't like cold and rain. Yeah, that's why I'm in England and Scotland in the middle of winter. However, Carol didn't let me off that easy. Of course, start training again. And I'm more than grateful to her as we had a lovely, wet, misty day.